Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm your host Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
I'm Nick Kinzel.
And we got our very good friend Mr. Patrick Codo, the chili dog from Codo's Mojo. How you doing, buddy? Good to have you back.
Good to be back indeed, Ian. And of course, you would never let Chili Dog go. I bet
No
that's my
way.
nickname.
That's the best nickname that Mike Gamble's ever came up with.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with Mr. Codo, I would suggest adjusting your volume accordingly. I want to go down.
Yeah, we got the blowhorn in the house.
Yes, people, there are blowhorns through screens.
But guys, you know how we start off our show. We start off with our Diecast of the week, and we'll go to our very special guest, Mr. Patrick. What do you have for your Diecast of the week, buddy?
Okay, boys, I got ourselves a good one. So, how about that race at COTA? Ross Chastain for Trackhouse Racing picking up that win. So why not we go? So why not we show some love to the Melon Man, eh?
Hey,
Ross Chastain 77 Melon Man car.
God.
I forgot you got that diecast. That's a sweet looking car, man.
Fire
Yep.
Motorsports
Yeah,
car.
look away, Nick. Look away, buddy.
The 77 nonetheless.
But yeah,
Love
dude,
this car.
that Melon Man paint
Wow.
scheme, that is cool. I like that. That's
Yep,
a sick diecast.
which is also the reason why I got the McDonald's hat on. The
Oh,
old
yeah.
Silver 42.
You got a Ross hat on. There you go. Representing today. I like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Hell
My
yeah.
boy, Cadillac.
Good for the Melon Man. All right, Nico, you got a diecast this week, bud.
I do. Like I said, I brought about half. I came to West Virginia with 6 of them. Last time I came home, I brought half of them home with me. So I'm down to like 2 or 3 left. But it just so happens I don't think I've ever played this car yet. And this came from Connor Bunn. It's at Martinsville, the Kyle Busch 2019 Hazelnut Spread Toyota Camry. Good looking paint scheme. Like I said, I don't have shit here with me. I got like 2 or 3 of these bad boys. Never played this on the show yet, I don't think. So thanks again, Connor. I never thought I was just gonna have a Kyle Busch diecast in my collection, but yeah, it feels weird. But I think I guess this could play into some relevance. I think Kyle's gonna be good at Richmond this weekend.
Oh, I mean, that's Toyota's playground right there, man. It's always either going to be like Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, or Truex that's going to do well here. So, yeah. It's the reason they call it the Toyota Owners 400.
Nick is playing Kyle Busch diecast, rooting for Denny Hamlin. What is going on?
If you would have asked me that like 2-3 years ago,
I played a Kyle Busch diecast.
I would have slapped you in the face, Nick.
This is like a bad alternate reality. I don't know what's going on right now. We're in the metaverse or something, the multiverse.
So ironically enough, the 3 diecasts that I have with me are this one and then the 2 Denny cars. So I played those Denny cars so many times already.
Again, if you would have told me that was going to be your diecast like 3 years ago, I'd have said you were on some serious drugs.
Even when Connor gave this to me on Martinsville, I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like when he handed it to me, I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like, me with a Kyle Busch car just does not feel right.
Maybe as long as I don't see you with some M&M's pit crew shirts down like Dalton, you'll be all right. You're towing the line.
I don't get a hard on for new Kyle Busch cookie paint schemes. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Speaking of Dalton, Mikey got this hat for you, bud. He gave it to me. I'll be giving it to you when we watch some WrestleMania. All right, Mikey G, what you got for your diecast of the week, brother?
All right, so for the first time in a while, I'm starting to feel Nick's pain. You know, he just doesn't have anything to play. I usually try to have something that has some kind of significance. So what the hell is going on in the NASCAR world? You got me, guys. I got nothing. I got nothing with any relevance. It's going to be a rando. So, yeah. So that being said, I'm going to have to go with the Ben Rhodes 88 Junior Motorsports Alpha Energy Solutions, which was a gift from Mr. Ian Georgeson. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
One bad boy right here, signed by my man's Benjamin too, so that's always cool.
I don't even remember his time with Junior Motorsports.
It wasn't long.
No, it was kind of like Trevor's doing it, like a part-time schedule, and that was kind of that. And I'll draw a little parallel, and this will be the craziest kind of slant thing I could have any kind of real relevance. Listen to, I don't remember whose podcast Ben did. It was Jordan Bianchi or whoever it was, but they asked him about that year, and he said, yeah, the first part of the year he ran a bunch of races in a row, kind of like Trevor's doing now, and he felt good. He started running well, and then as the season went, these guys got more and more seat time, and he just like, they're getting better. They're in the car every week. I'm not. I can't keep up. They're getting better. I'm just kind of starting from square one. I hope that doesn't happen to our boy T-Bane. He's a bit of a veteran, so I'm hoping that's going to be a little different story. But seat time is king. So hopefully this nice little lull before Trevor's next race isn't something that kind of sets him back.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't wreck anybody next time.
Go fuck yourself. You go fuck yourself. You want me to pull the compilation of the 9-car wrecking people? We'll go down that road, buddy.
All right.
No, we don't need a 9-hour show. Maybe we don't. Put that in there.
No, I was saying,
I already have that act planned.
Trevor's got like 2 months before his next race.
Yeah, it's a while. Well, it's Coke 600 weekend, right?
Yep, that Charlotte race. Well, at least he's got something else to do. He's got like 6 coffee shops he can run. So
yeah, right. He'll keep himself busy, and he still does the pre-race show for the truck race.
That's true.
So, all right, boys. So for my diecast of the week, we're going to Richmond Raceway, and every time I see this National Guard paint scheme from Dale Jr., I always think of the infamous time when him and Kyle Busch got together, and that's basically when Kyle Busch became the bad guy in NASCAR. I remember that was the day.
Kyle Busch diecast as the
greatest. Yeah. But yeah, this is one day when Kyle Busch started to become the bad guy in NASCAR. It's when I started hating Kyle Busch, and Dale Jr. got him back in the fall race at Richmond. But damn, that is probably one of the most iconic moments in the car tomorrow.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah,
I just have to point something out. Kyle Busch wrecks Redneck Jesus. Everybody hates him, including Ian. Kevin Harvick gets into it with Redneck Jesus 2.0. He hates Redneck Jesus 2.0. Sounds a little off brand, Dog.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Sounds a little suspect.
Dale Jr. didn't try to wreck him afterwards, so I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well,
Dale Jr. didn't take it like a little bitch, but
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dale Jr. would have had to have tried to catch the 18 the rest of the year for that to have mattered. So
well, back in 2008, that was a little tough
oh
for Junior,
God,
man.
was it 2008?
My point.
Well, 2008, he broke his winless streak at Michigan.
So 2009,
Michigan, yep.
2009, he had probably the worst season.
Yeah,
look at the stats from Dale Jr. in 2009. You're like, how the fuck is he in Earnhardt? And
that was a
like
bad season for me because Dale Jr. had a shit year and Kevin Harvick went winless that year. That was off. I hated 2009.
Hey, I was still not watching NASCAR at that time.
Yeah,
so
you were still saying that was stupid. You were making fun of your dad
stupid
for
left
it.
turns. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, those were the good old days, man.
Yes, they were.
All right, guys. So that wraps it up for our diecast of the week. And guys, make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you guys follow Codo's Mojo, Patrick Codo as well. They're all over the place. He's also on all podcast platforms as well for Codo's Mojo. And then, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications for every time that we upload new content. And then, guys, of course, we have our merchandise on Spreadshirt.com. We'll have the link below. All designed by our good friend Dalton Good. All right, guys, so let's get into Circuit of the Americas. It was a wild, wild weekend at the road course in Austin, Texas. We started off with the truck race, and Zane Smith, looking fast all weekend, led the field to green, and he was able to win stage 1. And then we had a little bit of a scuffle on track with Matt Crafton, Chase Purdy. They were all over each other. They were wrecking each other left and right. Matt Crafton's just getting angrier and angrier the older he gets, man.
Crafton had to teach the rookie a lesson there, man. He's a veteran. He knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah. You don't push him around, man.
Yeah, old Matty C don't take nobody's shit, especially some green punk like Zane Smith. No, I'm just kidding. I actually like Zane Smith.
Yeah. And then we had Zane Smith and John Hunter Nemechek. They made contact. The 4 spun out, and then a few laps later, Zane Smith, he was able to go on to win stage 2 as well. More John Hunter Nemechek, man. I feel like this season is not his. Ever since Martinsville last year, it's all been downhill for him, man.
Listen, it's a little early. Let this dude. Inevitably, he's gonna get a win. He'll be in the playoffs. Let's see what happens by then. You know, the trucks.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the 4 car. He's in the best.
Could you imagine the season he had last year, and he doesn't make the playoffs this year, in the 4 truck for KBM, and he came back down to the series, 4 race wins.
Corey Heim has a win, and he doesn't.
Yeah, he would not be in the truck in 2023 if that happened.
That would be so.
He'll be driving for his daddy again, man.
That would be so funny. That would just be. I would love it.
Yep. And then after that, we had a crazy battle for the lead. We had Alex Bowman making contact with Stuart Friesen, getting into Kyle Busch. They all get into each other, and then Zane Smith just drives on by. He gets the win at Circuit of the Americas. I mean, Bowman the hack ruining some more races for guys. Kyle Busch was not pleased with him towards the end of the race.
So here's my take on this. Kyle Busch had the highest arc into that turn where they got together. I don't know how he could be mad that he got pushed up. He was already freaking all the way up the racetrack already, and he gave the bottom to the 7 and the 52. Yeah. So that's just Kyle Busch being a little pissy little bitch right there. But yeah, Alex
as
Bowman,
always,
he just sent it into that turn.
They just sent it. Like I get that that's a really difficult turn, and that's why he had the higher entry, but he gave the bottom to those guys on the last lap. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, I think he did on purpose because he knows you got the 2 hyper little young bucks down there who are going to overshoot it and blow their load a little too early. And he's like, you know what? I see that closing speed. I got a rear view mirror. It's like, y'all can have it. And when you wreck, I'll be up high and just be gone. But they were like, no, you know what? We're not just going to wreck in the low part of the apex.
We'll take you with us.
We're not just going to wreck in the middle of the apex. We want to take the whole turn. So, Kyle, you're coming with us, buddy. That's my take on it. I mean, it's pretty bad when you can see the chaos behind you, try to avoid it, and the chaos is so bad it still comes up and collects you. I mean, there's racing for the lead, and there's what the fuck was that?
Yeah, exactly. But congrats, Zane Smith, getting the 2nd win of the season.
Winning stages 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, he's lighting on fire.
That kid's on a tear. If he didn't get disqualified at what was it, Vegas, I think, he would have all top 3 finish, top 3s with the 2 wins. So, wow.
The move to front row, I was really dogging on him for going to front row, but it's working out well for him. He's doing better than when he was over at GMS.
Yeah, he didn't even get a win last year. So, except for
won,
Martinsville.
Yeah,
he won he didn't get a win until Martinsville. He was irrelevant all season long, but now this kid's looking like a straight up title threat here.
Yeah, exactly. So good for Zane, and let's move on to the Xfinity Series race.
Holy cow.
Oh, this was a good one. We had Ty Gibbs led the field to green, and then AJ Allmendinger, the road course king, went on to win stage 1. Sam Mayer won stage 2 because a bunch of guys decided to pit early, so good playoff points for him if he ever does end up making it into the playoffs, if he can utilize those points. And then about halfway through the race, Noah Gregson was reporting that he was feeling really nauseous. I don't know if you guys saw his Instagram post about maybe 3 or 4 hours before. And
dumbass eating barbecue before.
Yeah, he's doing eat that stuff before race. Man. That's what after is for.
Yeah, and I can see why you were feeling sick, but they gave him something crushed up in his water bottle, and he was feeling better. He was able to finish 4th, so. Good for him, feeling like shit throughout the whole race. I remember, I think Daniel Suarez a few years ago, he puked in his helmet. He finished the race with vomit.
I don't even care. I will take the last place finish. I am parking that car. I don't care what condition the car is in. I am not.
Suarez is a trooper, man.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, if it was one of them races like Chicagoland a couple years ago, it's like 140 degrees. You have to smell your own, like, blistering, sweltering throw up on your face.
It was hot at Coda.
And, dude, at the end of it, it's just baked on.
It's Texas. Yeah, it was hot.
It was hot in Texas. So.
And then you're twisting and turning. You're on the road
out.
course. You're on the road course that has some wild turns on it, crazy elevation changes. No wonder the guy was feeling like he was going to throw up. But God damn, man.
Maybe lay off the barbecue next time.
Yeah.
So
you live and you learn.
My thing here is I don't feel bad for you, and here's why. If I drink 25 beers, I have no reason to complain about being hungover. If I eat a whole mess of barbecue before I get into a race car and you know it's hot, as DJ Khaled said, congratulations, you played yourself. Like, I can't help you, bro.
Hey, did it to himself, but he overcame it. The crew came in clutch with getting him some medicine and went on to get a top 5.
Probably made a beeline for the porta potty right after.
Oh yeah, you know he did.
that wasn't a white fire suit, was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't anymore.
R.I.P. whoever's toilet he used.
Oh, that porta potty. They had to airlift that one out of there.
A whole lot of talent got left behind in that
thing. No shit. But guys, Dinger, the road course king, he goes on to win the Xfinity Series race at Circuit of the Americas. I mean, Dinger doing his thing.
Yeah. Old Nick and old Dakota called it too.
Yes,
congrats, boys. Really stepped out on a limb there. I'm proud of you.
Hey, I really stepped out on a limb for this next one. Just you wait. Because go back to last week, who picked that cup winner? I fucking did.
Proud of yourself there, bud?
I am proud of myself.
All right, guys. And then speaking of which, let's move on to the Cup Series race. Ryan Blaney looked fast in qualifying. He led the field to green. And then we had a little contact from Chase Elliott to Kyle Busch spinning out.
Everybody was offended by this.
He had the diecast ready.
I did. He just did this. Boom! Wow. We were offended by this.
Should have just thrown it.
I need to know how many times had you practiced that and recreated that with your diecast.
He's been preparing all day.
That needs to be the thumbnail.
He laid around on the floor like a 6-year-old, like all week.
That's exactly what I did. You know, this dude's like 2 cars is driving around, and then Chase is like, "Oh, get out of my way! Just a little kiss to my ass."
Just a little kiss.
Oh my God, that's the greatest thing I've seen all day.
Holy shit!
Y'all were texting me, so I'm saying, "Oh my God, dude, I hate Chase so much." I'm like, we're all sitting.
Well,
it did kill Dalton. It killed Dalton, that's for sure.
Well, everything kills Dalton.
I mean, the guy wrecks Kevin, y'all get mad. The guy wrecks Kyle, y'all don't come back. I can't help you here. That's a deed for the community right there.
So I thought it was funny.
No, exactly. I said that's a good deed for the community right there. This is Chase, the public servant, helping the NASCAR.
2 jackasses wrecking each other. I love.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Things that I'd love to see. I'm sad that Chase couldn't take himself out in that wreck too. But hey,
well,
I mean, one at a time. One at a time.
How is he supposed to wreck and still finish ahead of Harvick though? So see, that's why he couldn't do it.
So you got us there.
Where Harvick can't even do anything.
I can't help you with Harvick on the road courses, man. It's like him and Bubba, man. They're the worst on the road courses.
No comment. I'm gonna plead the 5th on this one.
Hey, he looked good in the Xfinity race before he got into some trouble, but all right, let's go back to the Cup Series race. Daniel Suarez, he was looking fast as hell in this race. Dominated stage 1, went on to win the first stage, but unfortunately on the restart, he restarted 20th and he got spun out into the first turn, had a flat tire, basically could not recover to be competitive for the win. But damn, guys, Trackhouse was showing some.
It's legit
speed. Yeah, they are legit. They are not here to fuck around.
Oh, that's just why I hate that there's the stage breaks at these road courses, because that's your strategy right there. You got half the guys that are gonna stay out for points, and then you got half the guys that are gonna pit and stuff. Like if you in a Cup Series race, you cannot go on to win stage 1 and set yourself up to win the race. You just cannot. So Suarez kind of buried it himself right there. And that's what happens when you set yourself farther back. He was in 20th place when that happened. That's what happens when you set yourself back.
Yeah.
He had a fast car, and I get it. He wants to get those points, but he had a fast enough car to go out and win that race. So
well,
he kind of shot himself in the foot there. But again, that's why I hate the stage breaks at these road courses, because it just takes away the strategy completely.
Yeah.
He right though.
And then
go ahead.
And then you had everybody, pitting, everybody pitting closely to the end. And then Suarez like, nah, I'm not going to pit. I'm going to take the points.
Yeah.
That's what does it, man. When you're at these road courses where they got the stages, it's like, and that never pays out. If you're in the front of the field, like Nick said, in stage 1, you kind of just shot yourself right in the dinger, if you catch my drift. So, so no, I agree. They really do need to take the stages out of road course races. It just takes away from the strategy. They always seem to be right around the same time as the tire fall off, as well as the fuel fall off. So it's like they were going to be coming anyway. All you're really doing is messing with the strategy. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So, but how about Trackhouse? How about Daniel Suarez? We're only feels like maybe a year or so removed. Everybody saying this guy sucked and doesn't belong in the Cup Series, and look at him now.
I was there.
Yep, I was there.
I will admit, I was.
I had my doubts too.
I thought he was a flop. Everything with Joe Gibbs Racing, Stewart Haas. I was like, all right, you're in some of the best equipment, and you're just flopping. But it was probably just all. Yeah, it was all the chemistry, man. We teams up, and the parity of these cars too helps so much. So
new car as well. So
and it just goes to show
these drivers.
Yeah, it just goes to show too. It's not always being in a good car; it's being in the right car. If you're in a fast car and it doesn't drive the way you want it to drive, unless you're one of those just crazy talented dudes that can just overcome everything. Same situation, crazy talented dude, just not really doing a whole lot right now. So it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's a good car. It's got to be the right car.
I mean, look at Joey Logano when he was with Joe Gibbs Racing. He couldn't really do anything. He was terrible. Moved over to Penske. A few years later, he wins the Daytona 500. He's pulling off so many wins. He's winning championships. It's just all about the chemistry with these teams. You could be with some of the best teams and just be horse shit. It's all about chemistry.
I mean, this is his 4th team now? Because he was Gibbs, SHR, Gaunt Brothers.
Yep. And then
now at Trackhouse. So, and now, hey, obviously Gaunt Brothers, we knew what that was going to be. That's a one-year holding pattern.
I thought that was the end of his career right there, man.
I thought he's going to have to go down the Xfinity and try to revamp himself. But no, good for him. I always like Daniel Suarez. I thought he got raw into the stick, having to come up a little too prematurely with the whole Carl Edwards thing. So, patience of virtue. He stuck around, got himself in a good situation, and look at him now. Good on you, man.
Hey, Justin Marks and Pitbull know what the fuck they're doing, man.
Yeah, Justin Marks knows what he's doing. Pitbull's just be putting his name on there.
I don't know, man. Pitbull,
dude,
I've seen him at quite a few races. He's dedicated, man.
Oh, he's dedicated. I'll give him that. But in terms of the race car and the race team, that's all Justin Marks doing right
he's
there.
Putting in money, man. That's that helps a lot right there.
Well, listen, I'm not going to sit here and call the guy Smokey Eunuch or anything like that, but at the same time, he's at the racetrack like every weekend. He's always rocking his Trackhouse stuff. I mean, this dude lives his brand. Good in my book, dude. I'll take an owner like that. Sometimes it's not always about knowing everything. It's putting the people around you that do. So good on you, Pitbull.
Absolutely. All right, guys. And then Denny Hamlin actually showing some speed. He went on to win stage 2.
Showing some speed or just being...
He didn't show some speed. He did
right time.
He did what Daniel Suarez did. He took the points, got sent to the back. Still didn't finish in the top 10. Now it's 6 races now without a top 10. I'm telling you, I am cursed. As soon as I put the 11 gear on, that's bad.
It's real bad.
You get the curse, and then we're getting the rub in 2311 having the pseudo curse. So thanks, guys.
Oh, geez. Yeah, it's not been fun so far this year for me in the Cup Series.
That's for sure.
Did your guy finish with 4 tires on his car? I don't want to hear it. All right.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it.
Oh man, guys, there's one lug nut that these wheels shouldn't be falling off. What the hell? It's one job. God damn.
Booty just had a vacation planned in the Bahamas. Booty just had a vacation planned in the Bahamas. He's like, well, I can't get the time off of work, so I'm going to need you guys to do it for me.
No kidding. All right, guys, and then we had a wild finish to this race. Oh boy, we had the Dinger chasing down Ross Chastain, gives him the old bump and run, and then Ross Chastain or Alex Bowman looked like he was going to take the lead. Ross Chastain, he's all over Dinger's ass, spins him out, gets him into Bowman. Ross Chastain goes by, gets his first Cup Series win, taking out his old colleague teammate. I mean, that's the way that Ross Chastain is going to get his first win. We know that he is probably one of the most aggressive guys in NASCAR right now, and he gives Dinger some payback to get that win. So I think that was fucking phenomenal way to get your first Cup Series win.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, honestly, because AJ pulled that. AJ moved Ross out of the way, and as soon as he did that, it was game on from there. And you have an aggressive driver like Ross Chastain, you just had to know that was going to happen. What happened when Tony Stewart won his final race at Sonoma? Denny Hamlin got around him, and you knew as soon as Smoke got right back up to the 11 that 11 was getting punted into the 15th row. Exactly what happened, and Tony went on to win the race. Fans loved that. It was a really exciting finish. I'm really happy for Ross. He got the short end of the deal at Chip Ganassi in the Xfinity program, built his way up through college.
Thanks, DC Solar.
Yeah, he drove for some dog shit Xfinity teams and got the best out of his equipment. Ross, he's just a wheelman, and you can't say that he lucked himself into this one. He went out and he dominated this race up until that last lap, and when Allmendinger finally caught him. But yeah, it was game on. As soon as Allmendinger made that move, it was game on. Super cool for Ross, super cool for Trackhouse. Just look at the progress that team has made.
Yeah, dominant freaking day for that team.
So,
Ross Chastain, four straight top fives now for Ross Chastain.
Fucking phenomenal.
My favorite part of the whole thing was everybody in the track, everybody watching on TV at home knew what was coming except for AJ Allmendinger. What a crybaby ass.
Come on, man.
How did you not know? How did you not
punted
know?
him like a lap earlier, bro, and then probably I think it was a couple turns earlier. Then you're gonna act all surprised when the dude gets back and gets you right back. Okay.
You were teammates with him. You know how this guy fucking drives. What the
Look
hell,
at how
man.
AJ drives. AJ drives like that.
He drives like a dick in the Xfinity
He drives
Series,
like a dick in the Xfinity Series. Look at Bristol. Look at what he did to win at Bristol last year, and with that torn up fucking race car.
See, I like AJ, but when he does shit like this, I'm just like, dude, fuck you.
Well, Colin was just so salty. They were saying had to wreck us to beat us. We knew we were the best. We were the best. Look at the laps led. Ross Chastain led like double.
I was gonna
the
say
laps that Allmendinger led in that race. So Colin was being a little salty there, but
he didn't just take the race. He was dominating the whole thing. I don't know why.
Trackhouse dominated the whole damn thing, man.
They did.
Oh no,
Listen,
that's great.
I love Trackhouse.
I'm not one of those guys that, somebody gets, finishes second or doesn't win or gets wrecked out. And, a lot of people get mad when they're mad after the race. I don't need to go, oh, shucks, it was still a good race. No, if that's how you feel, I don't want you. You're probably not a winner. But, dude, come on. That was such a crybaby ass. Like you were oblivious to the fact that you were about to get punted after you just did it. This is your first race? Like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, just say we'll get him back next time. That's racing.
I gotta say, I'm so happy that Ross pulled that move because Alex Bowman was in the catbird seat to steal that shit again. And all of that just for Bowman to steal another one. That's the literal definition of having this race handed right into your lap. There you go, fucking
him and Brandon Jones, man.
Oh my God.
I was just watching that thinking, come on, not
I know.
Like, this is about to get ruined by a Bowman win. Come on.
So.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, I will just say this about the race, and I don't know if you guys agree or not. That race is like an hour too long.
It was way too long.
The racing was phenomenal, but just the caution laps just add on so much.
You can even trim it down 60 laps. Make it a 60 lap race. It does not have to be as long as it was, because that was just getting borderline ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like this is like what? How big is this road course?
3.4.
3.4.
Right.
And Road America's a 4-mile road course, and Road America's only 45 laps for a Cup Series race.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't
You
know.
could definitely
man.
trim it down.
Trim it down a little bit. They got to do
Dude,
something with.
They got to make
laws.
these cautions go by faster, because they.
I was gonna say.
I mean,
those
it takes
caution laps took years off my life.
Yeah, I just felt like it took them forever to clean up everything, and I don't know. I feel like they could do a much better job with getting things going a lot quicker next year.
Listen, I understand NASCAR's policy of no local cautions. However, on courses that big, we maybe need to revisit it.
Yeah,
caution laps on like Road America, Circuit of the Americas take so damn long. If you have to run multiple caution laps, you're putting like 20 minutes on.
Yeah, take a page from
so
F1.
Long. Yeah,
they do the sector cautions. Why not do something like that in NASCAR with these long ass road courses?
Right. Local caution, something like that. Listen, I don't have the answer. I'll be the first one to tell you, but I do recognize that there's got to be a better answer than what we got right now, because these caution laps are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at it here. Lap around Circuit of the Americas under green takes 2 minutes and 15 seconds. We ran 13 caution laps at probably 45 miles an hour. So just do the math right there.
Yeah.
We probably spent an hour and a half, an hour and a half under caution probably.
Yeah. That's one bad thing about these road course races. But either way, I think that was a phenomenal race. I love Circuit of the Americas. I was just about to say, we actually got to see what this race actually like is supposed to be like, instead of a big ass rainstorm.
Yeah, we actually got to see race cars, not rowboats this year, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Well, that will wrap it up for our review of Circuit of the Americas. When we come right back, we will be digging into our Richmond preview, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Stock Car Spectacle. We are previewing the Richmond Xfinity and Cup Series races that are taking place this weekend. For Xfinity Series, we have the Toyota Care 250. It's a 187-mile race. Stages 1 and 2 are 75 laps each, and the final is 100 laps for a total of 250 laps. Last year's winner was Noah Gragson in the fall. They moved the fall race to the spring now. Most team wins here is Joe Gibbs Racing. They do have 5 wins, and most manufacturer wins is Chevrolet with 16 wins. We have one big notable in this race, and that is John Hunter Nemechek. He'll be in the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. So, guys, who is your pick to win the Xfinity Series race? Patrick, our great guest. Who you got, bud?
Well, we're going to make it 2 in a row for Noah. You know, he's been looking really good so far this year. There have been a few races where he's come so close, but no cigar. I think Noah gets it done in Richmond.
All right. I like it. Yep.
Yeah.
He won here last year on September 11th. So
he's going to do it again.
Let's get it done, baby. Hell yeah. All right, Nico, who you got, buddy?
I always hate doing this because it always never works out for me. But I gotta go with my boy Daniel Hamrick. He's run like shit this year. I think he's got one. I think he's got one finish in the top 10 this year so far. We're having a great time over at COG Racing. But no, he has a couple starts here. His best finish here is third. That came back in 2018, though. He finished sixth here in the Gibbs car last year. But it's time to turn our luck around. We've ran like shit. We need some points, and a win would really help. So give me my boy Dawg, and I hope that this doesn't mean he's going to wreck, but we'll see.
All right. Mr. Mike, who you got for Xfinity?
All right, fellas, we've seen this 18 Xfinity car look quick at points this year with our boy T-Bane behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
We got another guy who could really use a nice run. He's not having the best time down in the trucks right now. But in his Xfinity career, he has finished in the top 10 in half of his races here. I'm going with John Hunter Nemechek to put that 18 in victory lane. That way, it's nice and warm for Trevor gets back, and we know it can get there.
There you go.
I want to be the only one to win in that 18 car, so I hope that doesn't happen. I'm going to be selfish.
There you go. That's a good way to look at it, Nick. All right, guys. So for my pick for the Xfinity Series race, I got to go with the guy who won here in 2020. 2020. I got to go with Justin Allgaier. He's really good at Richmond. I believe he won here twice when they did those double headers. He won 2 times in a row, so definitely got to go with Allgaier. Junior Motorsports, they're really fast here. I think him and Noah Gragson are going to be the class of the field this weekend. So, yep, number 7, Alligator, victory lane. Let's go Cup Series now, guys. We got the Toyota Owners 400, 300-mile race. Stage 1 is 80 laps. Stage 2 is 155 laps. And the final stage is 165 for a total of 400 laps. Last year's winners, we had Alex Bowman in the spring, and we had Martin Truex Jr. in the fall. Most team wins here is Joe Gibbs Racing with a whopping 17 wins at Richmond in the Cup Series races. And most manufacturer wins is Chevrolet with 39 wins. So, guys, really, it's Toyota or Chevrolet when we come here to Richmond Raceway. So, Nick, who you got for the Cup Series race, bud?
Oh, you said Joe Gibbs Racing has 17 wins here, and 6 of those wins belong to this motherfucker right here in that 18 car. So it's only fitting. I'm going to pick Kyle Busch, the one and only time you're ever going to see me play this car on this show. Most likely. No, Kyle here, he's got 32 starts. He's got 6 wins, 18 top 5s, 25 top 10s. This is one of his best racetracks. And Kyle, he's had some rough finishes as of late. He just can't seem to finish where he's supposed to be finishing. And I think that that's going to change this weekend. It pains me to say it. Give me that 18 car.
All right. Not a bad.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. Who are you?
I don't know.
Is this like one of those things like you had to tell me you're in danger without telling me you're in danger?
Right.
I think that's what's happening here.
It could be.
All right, Mike, who you got for the Cup Series race, bud?
All right, since we're going really, really unlikely shit, I think I have to follow suit. Again, this is a Toyota track. There is one Toyota driver specifically over at Joe Gibbs that's on the schneid right now. He could use a win worse than Patrick needs a chili dog. I am going with Nick's boy, young Dennis Hamlin, to park at 11 in victory lane.
Okay.
Yeah, oh boy.
He came so close last spring, and then of course the hack took it away.
Oh yes,
The Hack's always taking Denny's wins away, man.
Yes.
Took 2 of them from me last year, son of a bitch.
Oh, man. Both at short tracks too. You got to watch out for Bowman on them short tracks, man.
Thought I was going to die at Martinsville after that happened. I put my Trevor Bayne jacket on. I hid my Denny Hamlin shirt after all that went down. I was like, I ain't getting killed. You had that one Chase Elliott fan who had his hat signed by Kevin Harvick. He was looking over at you talking shit.
Oh, yeah.
I, like,
no, I had a bunch of Chase Elliott fans give me some dirty looks. I was ready to beat the hell out of some people.
I put my Trevor Bayne jacket on. I was like, I'm not a Denny Hamlin fan. Not me.
You were the walking personification of the Homer Simpson.
Into the bush I go. But yeah, I would love to see that 11 car get a win. It needs to happen. We need to end this shit.
I want to see a Denny Hamlin win, man. It's been a while. All right, Padillac, who you got to win the Cup Series race on Sunday, bud?
All right. Well, first off, Dalton, good. I know you're watching this. So, jokingly, I did not throw the Kyle Busch card. It was just a fake throw because why not? But yes, Mr. Nick, I'm right with you. I will also take Kyle Busch to get a dub at good old Richmond.
Not a bad pick.
Patrick.
Hey, Ian got me this for Christmas. Thank you, by the way, Ian.
You're welcome, bud.
Oh,
the Busch is
Kyle Busch car for Christmas?
It's a Busch Classic.
Kick him in the nuts next time instead. Jesus Christ.
You got a Chase Elliott fan of Kyle Busch Diecast for Christmas?
That's what I like to do, baby.
What kind of shit is that?
Hey, I can't put.
Did you buy him a Packers jersey too?
Yeah, right. Pat, where's your Aaron Rodgers jersey?
Whoa. Watch your profanity.
There is one.
That's like you buying me a Justin Haley car for Christmas.
Watch out, bud.
We've
Birthday's
discussed
coming up in a
it.
few months.
We have discussed it for the record.
We have.
There's been a couple times where that car has been in one of our carts during the what you call it, the Black Friday. She's like, should we do it?
Yeah. Yes, I'm going with Kyle Busch to win. And here's one more kiss on the ass from Chase.
If you get me a Justin Haley diecast, it has to be the Daytona one. That is the only one I'm going to accept. Just so 5 years from now I can light it on fire, or whenever the 10-year anniversary of that bullshit goes down, I will burn it.
One of us will buy you the diecast. The other one's going to buy you a hammer.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, guys, for the Cup Series race, I got to pick the 99 of Daniel Suarez. He was looking good not all race. He looked good throughout the stage one last week before he got spun out. Trackhouse has been on a roll. Ross Chastain got his first win. Daniel Suarez has been looking hot all year. I think it's his time to shine. You know, the parity of these cars has just been making this competition so much better with all these guys. So I really do think Daniel Suarez, he's going to get his first win at Richmond Raceway this weekend. A really tough track. So let's get it done, Daniel.
What a way to get your first career win, to come at a grueling track like Richmond. You never think of Suarez to be the short track guy, so that would be really cool to see. And it would just be awesome to watch Trackhouse go back to back. So I'm all for it.
We don't really think of Ross Chastain as a road course guy either. So that's what's great about these next gen cars, man. Everybody, has a good chance at winning every weekend, all these competitive teams. So it's just great to see everyone besides like RFK Racing. I mean, that's they've kind of proven that it's still Roush. You put a K at the end of it, it's still Roush.
Didn't change anything.
You can change the font of the 6 all you want. It's still the same old shitty 6 car.
Love it.
Trevor's still feeling vindicated somewhere. I told you guys. So
he told him.
All seriousness though, this is one of the races I'm the most excited to see what this next gen car does. As we know, Richmond has been like a weird track for this last the Gen 6 car. It was a short track. Yep, didn't really race like a short track. It was just kind of like a mini speedway. You didn't really see like short track nonsense, if you catch my drift. They needed to get back to that. So the car tomorrow did a great job of that. We kind of got away from that. So we really need this next gen car to put on a good show at Richmond. And I think it will. I mean, it hasn't disappointed yet. So why are we going to start thinking it will now?
Right. All right, guys. Well, that will about wrap it up for our Richmond preview. You guys got anything else to add before we head to the short track this weekend?
No, again, just excited to see what this race car does here. Hopefully NASCAR keeps putting on good shows week in and week out.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining the Stock Car Spectacle. Mr. Patrick Codo, thank you for joining us again. Guys, if you want to follow Patrick, he is on Twitter,
I'm
Instagram.
on everywhere.
Yep, he's everywhere. We'll make sure to put the links below. Of course, make sure to check out Codo's Mojo. It's on all podcast platforms as well. Me and Patrick, we're just talking stupid shit with sports, so make sure you take a listen. We got some terrible opinions, so make sure you listen to us on there.
That's what the haters think. So,
yeah. Well, I'm just glad we didn't do a March Madness show because we would have looked like fucking idiots. So,
yeah, that's it. Yeah. We'll put it there. We'll put it there.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair though, if you picked this March Madness, good for you, dude. I don't know anybody that did.
But the 1 year we don't decide to dick ride those blue bloods, they actually do something.
Yeah.
Because 5 years ago they were killing everyone.
This is true.
Yeah. Who would have thought? All right, guys.
I'm in fourth place in our tournament group. I'm not in dead last. Patrick's in dead last.
Whoa, that's
Mike's actually winning right now.
Wow. Where am I
at? You're in third. I'm in fourth, but I think I'm gonna pass. Yeah, Ian, you only have a max of 660 points the rest of the way. Whoever bracket 5 is who picked Arizona, they have a max of 550. Mike has a max of 1,100, and I have a max of 910. So as of now, it's like Mike's gonna win, and I might jump up to second. So
damn, getting close with our brackets.
I take my payment in singles only, bitches.
I'm going to get you pennies.
No, this ain't Corey LaJoy. We ain't stacking shit.
All right, guys. Make sure you like our video, subscribe to our channel, make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications every time we upload new videos. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram. We're on all podcast platforms as well: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. So make sure to check us out there. And that will about wrap it up for us. So, guys, for the Stock Car Spectacle, I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.